Oh, snap. It's the boy Shaudy P, and you are now watching KARLTON Says Live.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Happy Friday. We are back. We took a little week off, but we're here for you guys on this Friday. Of course, you know how we do. KARLTON Says Live. I'm Carlton.
I'm Tamika.
And I'm Terrence, DJ I Am Williams.
Oh, he's shorted today. What?
You are not in the building?
Not today.
In the building.
What's wrong with you?
All right, y'all. We have a lot going on today. This is actually our last hour show for a minute, because as you guys know, we are going to the CW Augusta. We've been blessed to do that Fridays at 1:30, but we have to shorten it because we're doing a 30-minute show now. So this will be our last hour, so we decided to do something a little different today. We are going to do our performance first. Normally we have it at the end, right, but we have a special guest today. He was our very first performer on KARLTON Says Live, and he is here today to celebrate our last hour show. Talking about Shaudy P, the Prince, baby. He's here today, and he's going to perform 2 songs. So let's go ahead and take it to him right now. Shaudy P, it's on you, bro.
Chapter 1, verse 1, the Trill Testament.
Yeah, you know the deal in my pool, yeah. I keep the drill in my pool, yeah. I keep it real in my pool, yeah. I don't really care how you feel in my pool, man. My ministry stay just. My ministry stay just. My ministry stay jumping. My ministry stay bumping. I think it's time to have church. Hallelujah. I think it's time to have church. I think it's time to have church. Hold up. I know it's been to be church. Well, I had to hit him with the Baptist flow like this. They're throwing everything but the kitchen sink at the kid, but they always gon' miss. Working hard every day. When I hang to the lane, get rocked like Chris. Came from the rubble, you in trouble, cause the Prince had a bubble like Sierra Mist. I be sticking from the streets to the beats anywhere. Ain't gotta be the few. If the system shut the church down right now, I guarantee y'all wouldn't even know what to do. I don't know about you, but many were called, I was chosen. Me, I'm running for the few. That's why SC go, gotta go on 1 million. Better mess with anybody in my crew. Now, go. One thing when it comes to being saved, I'm the realest that you ever gon' meet. Cause I don't care less what religious folks think about people. The church ain't gotta like me. So you mad cause I don't act like you. Love the Lord is stabbing people in the back like you. Waiting for the Savior to come back like you. Back as I say Jesus on the tracks like you. Let me talk to him. Mentally, y'all just a bunch of slaves. Y'all don't ever want to grind. All you wanna do is pray. Waiting for a change, looking at the sky all day without you. And the church gonna die. Okay, wait, now pay attention. Yes, I'm talking about tradition, not referring to your age, but I'm talking about your spirit. I'm just giving you the truth. I ain't trying to be coherent, be the ones that save who ain't really trying to hear it. They focus on the messenger and not the message. Why it seem like Christians be the ones living average. Ain't trying to plant seeds till they see me with the carrots. Judge me by my fruits. Don't be worried about these carrots, man. Who am I to really burn my mouth? Cause by the end of the day, I ain't perfect. Fuck how you feel in my service. I had to hit them with the street sermon. My ministry stay just. My ministry stay just. Turn up. My ministry stay jumping. My ministry stay bumping. I think it's time to have church. Hallelujah. I think it's time to have church. I think it's time to have church. know it's been the beat turn. I thought I told you, man, I'm bigger than a bitter. Man, I tear this roof off. I don't care about a ceiling while you chillin'. I be trying to stack a million lords willing. I ain't got a murder weapon, but I bet I make a killer shot at me. The one that try to make me be a villain. Go ahead cause I wanna be looking like Krillin. Rappers see me and be like his swagger. I'm still in prison sentence, and I'm 25 to lie. They be thinking I'ma lay my hands on it. Pass me the collection plate, I throw some bands on it. Everybody getting hooked, no Peter Pan on it. Oh yeah, I really mean it like Killer Cam. And I introduce Shamba. Ever heard of church, her believe that I'm karma. Cause I'm terminating everything like Arnold. You can beat E.T. or Kiki like Palmer. And I never had a dope charge, but I keep the bass that'll make your block hotter than a dope boy. I bring hope, boy. Very size big ghost from coast to coast. No motor. Underground trying to go for it. Any lane trying to sort of my lane getting broke on. You got rap sheet, I write rap sheets. Young Mozart. Hit him with my ad lib. Oh Lord. Should have bought 100 shots. My ministry stay just. Yes, my ministry stay just. Turn up. My ministry stay jumping. My ministry stay bumping. I think it's time to have church. Hallelujah. I think it's time to have church. I think it's time to have church. And you know it's been the beat turn. And you know it's been the beat turn. And you know it's been the beat turn.
One. Woo! All right, that was Shaudy P performing Church. Before he did that, he was like all over the place.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Me and Terrence was doing the camera, and we was trying to follow him and everything. Like, he's the most animated performer like I know. So it's kind of like you got to try to keep up with him.
I was just about to say you got to catch him.
I just told him, just do what you do, bro. We'll just follow you. So definitely. You know what? I want to explain something real quick. For those who follow me on social media, know I don't like the Miami Heat, and I don't want you to be looking at me sideways because I got on this Miami Heat shirt. Shout out to Cameron Clay, my little brother, who let me borrow this shirt. Borrow this hat because I have new shoes. They're red.
They're hot.
And I got them from while we was in LA for our trip, and I didn't have a red hat to go with us. So I was like, bro, let me hold your hat. So I just wanted to explain that real quick for people try to come for me on social media. But speaking of LA, yes, the reason why we were off last week was because Terrence and I went to Los Angeles, California for the LA Wet Fest. Tamika is holding the sign. Sadly, Tamika couldn't join us. We did miss you, of course.
Every time they say LA, just so I can be a part of it, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I actually climbed up the pole and pulled it off the pole for her.
Oh,
so
he trying to
every time she can.
He trying to get struck down by lightning, Tamika. That's what he trying to do over here, and I'm sitting close to him. We're not gonna do the lightning strike.
The real question is, did he steal it for real?
No.
What's wrong with you?
Right. But definitely we had a good time in LA. It was a lot of fun. You know, we got to do a lot of great things. We'll actually kind of do some highlights all throughout the next few weeks of KARLTON Says Live. We'll do some highlights every week. We was at the premiere for Furious 7. We actually stumbled upon that. Yeah. So we was at the premiere of Furious 7. We went to the Real. You know, of course, LA Web Fest. It's just a lot of great things. I met Don Lewis from Different World, so that was awesome. So we'll definitely just talk about LA throughout the next few weeks. So we can miss the sign. We'll talk about LA the next few weeks on KARLTON Says Live. But first, I want to give a big congratulations to this man right here, Terrence Williams. He won an award at the LA Web Fest. He got outstanding theme song for the hit, now award-winning web series Karma. So congratulations, Terrence.
That's right.
Good job to you.
That's right.
And we're happy for you.
In the building.
So we're happy for you. Also, congratulations to Ashley Black, who got outstanding lead actress, and Cedric Johnson, who got outstanding guest star. And speaking of Karma, you know today's Friday, so you know what that means. All new Karma today, and we got a sneak peek for you. So here's the scene. Check it out, and we'll be right back.
LA.
Alexander, I can't believe you bought out the whole restaurant just for the two of us.
Well, how did I do?
I mean, you did alright. No, I'm just messing with you. You did excellent.
How was the meal?
It was probably one of the best meals that I've ever had. The food was definitely on point. The company was even better though.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself.
Well,
good night.
right, y'all. That was Karma. That's the new episode. Definitely check that out on YouTube. Karma, the web series. You will be blessed.
You will, though, for real. I'm still trying to figure out how I can know what's going to happen in the next episode. But
You know, she's just out the way just like the rest of you.
they don't love me.
We love you, and we love God. All right. Inside, and we'll explain it later. But on a serious note, though, seriously, we, of course, the big news of the week, another African American was shot to death by a police officer. So this seems to be a reoccurring theme that's happened last year and this year, of course. We're talking about the whole Walter Scott situation.
Yeah, in Charleston.
North Charleston, South Carolina, where basically the guy's running, and allegedly the police officer was chasing after him, and he shot him, what, 7 times?
He shot at him 8 times.
8 times. Shot him 8 times, and he died. And then allegedly he tried to plant a gun under him, trying to say that was the reason why he was shot. You know what? It's becoming very disheartening because you try, like, for me, I can only speak for myself. I try to have some type of respect for the law. You try to have respect for police officers. You try to have some type of understanding because there are police officers, good police officers out there who are putting their lives on the line, and they're doing their part to protect us. And
they're getting a bad rap.
And they are getting a bad rap, but it's so hard to defend them when stuff like this keeps happening. Right. You know what I'm saying? You just got so much of this, just, I don't know. It's so, but then people wonder why black men are angry. Yeah. And then you wonder why black men, because a lot of times what it is I can only speak for myself as a black man. I'm scared. You know, I'm scared to walk outside my house, and I'm afraid. I get nervous when a police officer just rides slowly behind me. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I get scared. I'm not even doing anything wrong, but I get afraid because I'm like, okay, what if they just pull me over? Because, you know, I drive a pretty decent car, I think, and you know, they could get me because they think I stole it or something, and they just assume that I did that. You know, and that's a pretty scary thought. And a lot of times for us as African American men, fear turns into anger. So a lot of times the reason why we lash out is because we're actually afraid that we're not going to come home to our families, because you might shoot us because you just feel like it, because you have the authority to do so as a police officer. I just think this has to stop. I don't understand. What more can we do as a community? What do you think? Because I mean, I'm sitting here drawing a blank of what we can do, because I mean, it just seems like it just keeps happening. We can keep having the rallies. We can keep, you know, voicing our opinions on social media, but like, what can we seriously do to stop all this?
It's just sad when you hear something like this and you say, oh my goodness, you know, I'm praying for the family, but it's not shocking anymore. At some point it was very shocking, and it was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe this is happening. And then it's like after the 6th person that's dead and the 7th hashtag is like, oh, okay, I'm not surprised. And it's sad when our people are saying we're not surprised, or when minorities or people, the American people in general, are saying they're not surprised, because it should still be shocking and surprising no matter what race, creed, color, or religion you are. This is not okay. And I just really feel like it goes back to voting. I know you feel like your vote does not count. I know you feel like, you know, whatever, the politicians are going to do whatever they want to do, but we vote the lawmakers into office that make these laws that say it's okay for a cop to chase down a man and shoot him and say that it was in self-defense. We make these laws. We make the stand by your ground laws. We make those laws. If you don't go out and vote, the people that did go out and vote have the right to say, I helped make this law. So I just really feel like you have to start from the ground up. You can't be up here and upset about what's going on if you didn't go out and vote. You didn't go out and figure out who your commissioners are, figure out who your senators are, figure out who's representing you, who's representing your area, your district. Figure out what district you live in. And start there and start saying, okay, well, I need to reach out to Joe Smo in Washington and tell him this law is not right. And if I'm paying him my tax dollars, he needs to fight for this law because it's no longer okay. And it's getting closer and closer to home. It happened in Florida. It's happening in North Augusta. It's happening in Aiken. It's happening in Charleston. And it's just really, really close. And as a mother of a young son, it is scary. It's scary. It's scary. Because I teach my son to respect. But at what point do you say, okay, why did you pull him over? Okay, what is the jurisdiction? What is the reason why? And now that I'm crying over a dead son, the cop, gets a slap on the wrist and gets fired? Right. And gets a news story, you know what I'm saying, getting on 20 Minutes and stuff. Like I said, and I've been pulled over before. And I was racially profiled. And it's scary.
It's definitely scary. They thought I was a drug dealer because I had an earring in my ear, and I had on nice clothes. And what happened was I was actually on the passenger side because I didn't have my license on me, and my friend was driving. So I rode her car, and we got pulled over. It was in North Augusta, and it was scary because I thought I was going to jail that night, and I didn't do anything. That was my first experience with that, and I'm trying not to cry, but
it's just sad.
It's scary because you just don't know. You get to a point where you just don't know what to do anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's like, again, it's scary to leave your house.
It's scary to leave anywhere. When the story broke and I left work, I work at a news station. When I left work and I had to go pick up my son, I found myself looking in the rearview mirror, looking for a cop, looking for blue lights, looking for someone to pull me over or ride beside me. And I actually lived near the police station. So when I was passing the police station, a cop car was riding beside me, and I kept looking to see if they looking. I kept checking to make sure my seatbelt was on and wasn't going to come off. I kept making sure that my baby was okay. And I just feel like it's become a thing to where you no longer feel safe to be policed.
Right.
You feel like you're being attacked.
Right.
And it's just really sad that's happening like that. And I mean, I don't care if you're a black police officer. I don't care if you're Asian, Mexican, no matter what race you are. I just feel like that band of brotherhood that they have is scary. It really is.
It is scary.
Yeah, sometimes I just wonder, I mean, are you that scared of somebody that's non-threatening to you? I mean, what was sad about it was dude was running away from you, not running towards you. And from my understanding, from what the guy that was actually filming it said, that he had him in control. But if he got up and got away from you, and I'm seeing you shooting, you know, this, I'm gonna call him a victim, shoot him in the back.
Right.
That's wrong. I mean, even with all the videos that I have seen, it was one I watched the other day. I'm not sure about state and what situation was, but I know that the guy had a screwdriver in his hand, and before he could have been just walking out the back and with a screwdriver in his hand, they told him, you know, while they saying drop the screwdriver, they done already brought down on him and shot him dead. I mean, really, are you that scared of a screwdriver and you got almost 20 feet in between you?
Right.
I mean, really, I mean, what is the purpose for you guys carrying the stun guns for? I mean, why not use that instead of using deadly force? Or even if you use deadly force, using your gun, you know, hit a leg, hit an arm or something. Right. Yeah. You know, slow them down, because all the videos I've seen, there's distance in between. There's not close encounters.
Yeah, I just again, I don't want to sound like we're bashing all police officers again. All police officers aren't like that, but like you said earlier, all these incidents are giving police officers a bad rep. Because I know some good police officers out there, and I know a lot of them who truly live to protect and serve.
Work in the community and give community service and are out there with their hands in the ground. And yes, we do, especially here in Augusta. I can't say that we have horrible police officers, but
and also too thinking about again here at home, you know, we've had police officers who got killed by people. Yes. So I can understand. Vice versa. It's both ways. I can understand why police officers are on the defense, but at the same time, it doesn't give. Just because you have the authority to shoot, it doesn't mean you have the right to do that. Especially if a person is not threatening. You know what I'm saying?
I don't understand why human beings in general are being shot down like rogue animals. If you're running away, he could have said, hey, I'm calling for backup. I still got my eye on the kid. I know where he at. You know, if you can meet me at this corner. You know, they got ways of cornering someone in. You could have caught him a different type of way. Just like Terrence said, get him with a stun gun. They have those pellet bullets. You know, they have the pellet guns too. Shoot him with the pellet gun and hurt him. Or get him in the leg, like he said, or the foot. Something that's non-vital, non-life-threatening if you had to shoot. But the way that you're just shooting at him all willy-nilly and he's getting shot in his back, and then you apprehend him after he's shot that many times and he falls to the ground, and you handcuff him, and then you try to plant a weapon on him so that you can justify why you killed this man, not knowing that you were being videotaped the whole time. I just feel like that is very, very sad. And I was saying this with my mother. I feel like it goes back to evaluations too. I feel like cops, firefighters, all these people that are under a lot of scrutiny and stress every day, pilots, you know what I'm saying? We don't know what's going through their head. And we can't expect for them to protect us and to get us safely from point A to point B if they're not mentally being evaluated.
Right,
one evaluation a year is not going to cut it. We don't know what this man, I'm not trying to take up on, but we don't know what he was dealing with. We don't know how he woke up, if he woke up sane in his right mind or not. We don't know if he got in an argument and came to work and said, I'm going to take it out on the first person that pisses me off. You know, we lash out with words or on social media, but these men have weapons.
All right. Well, not to switch gears, sort of, kind of, but, you know, Kendrick Lamar, his new album, To Pimp a Butterfly, does hit a lot of what's been going on, you know, with the Trayvon Martins and all the stuff that's happened with the young men that have been shot and killed, Eric Garner and all this other stuff, all these other victims. So his album kind of touches on, but doesn't kind of, it does touch on that. It's a great album, by the way. Love you, Kendrick. But what the controversy that's surrounding it, because again, he's hitting these subjects that are happening today with, you know, African American men being shot by police officers and African American men not being really respected and everything, and us living in fear. But the controversy is, if you guys don't know, Kendrick Lamar just recently got engaged to his high school sweetheart. Well, if you look at her, she just happens to be light skinned. And of course, you know, Kendrick Lamar did a video, Poetic Justice, and the leading lady was dark skinned. He allegedly, according to reports, he wanted the leading lady to be of a darkened complexion. But a lot of people, especially females, will come at Kendrick saying, okay, you're rapping one thing, but you're practicing another with this light-skinned fiance. So what do we say about that? Here's my take. You know, I'm a Kendrick Lamar fan all day, every day. And even if I wasn't, I feel like who he loves is who he loves. It goes back to the same thing with the gay rights. I mean, if you love who you love, so it's the same thing with Kendrick. If he's in love with his high school sweetheart, she can't help that she light skinned, and that's who he wanted to be with, that's who he fell in love with, then that's who he wanted to be with. That has nothing to do with his music. I feel like his music is it still reflects who he is. He's still telling a truth and he's still talking about stuff that needs to be out there. Yeah. That has nothing to do with who he fell in love with. And again, it's his high school sweetheart. I can't see, because if he fell in love with somebody last week and she was light skinned, that's his business. That's his business. But my thing is this: she been with him since jump. That's his high school sweetheart. So if that's who he want to be with, then that's who he want to be with. Get off his. I mean, dang, like, what's the problem?
It bothers me because just intertwining the two subjects, we worry about the wrong thing. We are focused on the wrong thing. I feel like he's putting, you know, brown skinned girls and chocolate girls and dark girls in his videos and stuff because he wants to show that they're beautiful. And I feel like it's okay to say, yes, it's like me saying, yes, I love my black men, yes, I love my African American, my dark brothers and all this stuff. But if I decide to marry a white man, that's my prerogative. That doesn't mean that I still don't love my black men. It just means that I fell in love with who I fell in love with. And I feel like if people just can drop color and leave that mess alone. It is so many rich white men out here that have black wives. It is so many Indian men that have black wives. There's white men that have Asian wives. I just don't understand why as soon as he get a light-skinned chick and he say he gonna marry her, it's a problem. They said the same thing about Ludacris. They said the same thing about a lot of people, like, oh, she light-skinned, so she beautiful. I don't feel that way. If I look at my friend and she light-skinned and stuff like that, I say, oh, your hair is beautiful, or this, that, and the third. But just like Ashley Black, we talk all the time, and she say, oh, Mika, well, I love this about you. And I say, oh, Ashley, I love that about you. But it doesn't make me love myself less. And I feel like that is you using it as a mark to get at him, but really it's within yourself. Because if you never seen it, I should have known she was going to be light-skinned. You got a problem with light-skinned. You got a problem within yourself that you need to self-evaluate, because I love myself for everything that I am. You know, we'll make jokes, oh, she got pretty hair, whatever, she got green eyes, whatever the case may be. It is what it is. My dad's Puerto Rican and my mother is black as night, so.
Speaking of love, we gotta talk about this before we close out this break. Erica Campbell has a new song out. It's called I Love God. Now, I'm not talking about love, L-O-V. It's love, like L-U-H. It's love God. You know, it's out. We're gonna play a little snippet for you real quick. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna show y'all this real quick, and then we'll talk about it.
I love God. You don't love God? What's wrong with you? I don't think that I could live no other way. Truth be told, I'm living now on an A. Now I done seen them blessings in the mind.
Yeah, so that was a little snippet for you guys. Tamika just put on my stunner shades that I got from LA, but she wanted to wear them.
It's the ratchet shades.
But she wanted to show that she loved God.
What's wrong with you?
But no, the song has come out. You know, it's actually a catchy song. You know, and there are people who it's playing on the radio stations, and like I said again, it's very catchy. My issue with it, and there's nothing against Erica Campbell. To me, I don't feel like it's authentic. And I'm not saying that she don't love God. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying she don't love God. Don't get me wrong. I'm saying authentic as in her trying to rap it. You know, it's like she. But I see what you're trying to do because you're trying to reach the young people. The young people of this day like ratchet music, so I get it. But it just, to me, like I would rather somebody else had done it because it sounds like she's trying to be ratchet instead of just being ratchet. You know, if that makes sense. Tamar Braxton, she's ratchet.
She could have did it.
She could have did that. You know, I'll give you Beyonce. I mean, sometimes I feel like Beyonce's reaching a little bit, but if Beyonce would have did it, okay, cool. I mean, and again, I'm not Kurt Franklin. I think Kurt Franklin is bomb. If he would have did it, I think he could do it. Like, cause he raps in a lot of his music as well too. But it just, to me, it just didn't sound authentic with Erica doing it. I mean, like I said again, it's a catchy song. I'm about to end up liking it because I keep saying it. But just in my opinion, I think she's reaching. I don't really think is that. You know, again, I feel like they should try to have somebody else kind of do that.
It's
song.
just gonna be stuck in my head all day. I just know that much. If you have a chance to listen to the whole song, you'll understand why it's so catchy.
It is.
It really is.
I love God. Do you love God?
What's up with you?
Oh, with you. It's a catchy song, but definitely, I mean, you know, hey, if you like it, you know, you like it. And that's how we're going to leave it. All right, y'all. We are about to take a break. We're going to show this throwback Shaudy P video. And then he's going to be back to perform to close out the show. And then, you know, that's it. KARLTON Says Live. So we'll be back. Check out this video. And, you know, we're back.
One of them good Beyonce dresses. Looking like a Black Panther. She ain't even got to have no job. She got to have. It's like she can bite the back of a leg. Hey, Shaudy P, listen to me. Yo. Hey, girl, you know I love you. She was okay, guys. Man, that's prime rib right there. That's close to her. Hey, Miss Flamingo, what your name is? Hey, go back here, girl. Hey, where you going? I drink your bad boy. Show me some. Show me some. I'm telling you, man. Okay, now you hey, man, look at this. Hey, I'm somewhere with a butter biscuit. Hey. Whoa. Oh, Lord. Do you see that? Who's that lady? That's a good girl, what? Some you might not never know. Know about this. What are you playing?
Kato.
President accounted for, ma'am.
Danica. Here. Shaudy P. Shaudy P. Shaudy P. Shaudy P.
Hold it down for you, cause all of the times you've been there for me, I call you more than my shawty. You keep it real and stay true. I label you my good girl. I would never keep your love on the low. No, I label you my good girl. Anytime that you come to me, I get that. Okay, lil' mama got a swag like me. In his word all the time is where she's at like me. Man, this type of girl is hard to find. Tell me, have you seen her? A Holy Ghost girl, heart is pure like Aquafina. Plus she's spirit filled too. Her love for God, she doesn't hide it. Her thoughts and undivided attention, Shaudy provides it. Proverbs 31, see baby girl fits the description. She ain't into them tight clothes, makeup or hair extension. She's so fine. I'ma break it down, giving you a definition of a G-double-O-D girl. The way you carry yourself, I ain't gon' lie, send shivers up and down me, girl. You want some real love, then Shaudy P gon' bring it to you. See, I can't blow, so I'ma let the spirit sing it to you. You never gotta worry about anything, because I got you, I will always hold it down for you. Cause all of the times you've been there for me, I call you more than my shawty. You keep it real and stay true. I label you my good girl. cause you're my good girl.
And when you're sick, just like there with flu, she'll take care of you. And fellas, when you acting stupid, Shawty still be there for you. If you want a good girl, let me hear you holler. If you need a good girl, holler. Gotta have a good girl, holler. That's what I thought. Okay, the apple of my eye, that's why I call her ride or die, but she just ride. She won't die cause she got everlasting life. Hold up, one day she sat me down and said that she had cheated. I laughed out loud when she told me it was with you.
You ain't never gotta worry about anything, because I got you, I will always hold it down for you. Cause all of the times you've been there for me, I call you more than my shawty. You keep it real and stay true. I label you my good girl. I would never keep your love on the low, no, no. You my good girl. Anytime that you come me, I love you, girl. Cause you're my good girl.
She squeezed the living daylights out me when she hugs me. She loves Jesus Christ more than she'll ever love man. She go out of her way for me, pray like every day for me, straighten those who hate on me. She even copped the J for me, work and stay in shape for me, dance, flirt and play with me, grow in God's faith for me. Forever she gon' stay with me. I never visioned commitment to be a bad thing. Went from good girl to wifey, messed around and got my last name.
You ain't never gotta worry about anything, because I got you, I will always hold it down for you. Cause all of the times you've been there for me, I call you more than my shawty. You keep it real and stay true. I label you my good girl. I would never keep your love on the low, no, I label you my good girl. Anytime that you come me after that, cause you're my good girl.
I love you, girl.
Yo, what's up, y'all? We back again with Shaudy P, baby. He's in the building. He's about to perform another song. But I want to ask you this, though, Shaudy P, baby. Why aren't you performing Fresher Than You?
Oh, snap. That's a good question.
Yeah. Because we've been talking about it here on KARLTON SAYS Live, you know, for the longest. And, you know, we still wait on that video.
Because you told me to do it at the award show, right? So I didn't want to. I want to save that. It's like my secret weapon. I don't want to put that out there for everybody yet. I'm ready for it.
Yeah, I did tell him that. You know, he put me on Jump Street just then.
Oh,
I was
the video though.
Okay.
Remember I told you I'm getting my little trinkets and
okay, I got you.
But
I just want to put it out there, so you know it'll be on record, so that way. So
I have to get on it now. Right? I got you.
But no, man, yo, seriously though, you was our first musical performer, and like I said, you seen the transformation of KARLTON SAYS Live. Like we're about to get ready to go to CW Augusta. So how you feeling about all this? Because you was here from the beginning, bro. Like, so what's your thoughts on it?
It's just a blessing, man. Like, I'm glad to see something epic happen, especially with you. You know what I'm saying? I always call you that, you know, media mogul. So, look at you, know, bashful. Yeah, calling a media mogul. So, you know, and it's just crazy. You see how God works, because it's like been a struggle for me to get on here as far as scheduling and stuff. Yeah. But you see how I started off, but then ended up ending, you know, the last hour show. So.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good, man.
Good, definitely. Well, he's about to perform the songs, which is not Fresher Than You, but he's about to perform, and we're going to let him have at it, and he's going to produce his thing. So, Shaudy P, it's all on you, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm the chief. Big dog, head honcho. When I say let's go, boy, I ain't playing around, I mean pronto. Right now, I'm the chief. Big dog, head honcho. And when the smoke clears, I'll be sitting tall on my bronco. Can I get a war cry? This one dedicated to the ones on the front line. Straight savages, warriors in their bloodline. Although I'm a Christian, I can send it off sometime. Like spit crap, I can kill them with just one line. Can't see my father, but you still see the sunshine. Jangling, you don't wanna cross that gun line. That she's the piece of cannon and it don't play. play drums on that thing of food. You only gotta hit you one time. I ain't gonna lie, yeah, I truly have a fun time knocking out all of your favorite rappers with these punchlines. These early guys wanna argue about the punchlines. Meanwhile, I'm trying to eat just like it's punch time. Cooling these lanes, single file like a lunchtime. Ain't nobody see me, so I guess that everyone blind. Man, who said I ain't the best? Yeah, they tongue blind. Even when I shine, I'm on the run. I saw you one more day. Everybody wanna be a cowboy, grab their gun boy till they get shot. Now they gun boy, have their mama crying. He was just such a young boy. Stay fighting our slave like a heathen. Round here we consider that treason. Gotta go home, we the reason. They don't want it with the last of Mohegan. Big dog, head honcho. When I say let's go, boy, I ain't playing around, I mean pronto. Right now, I'm the chief. Big dog, head honcho. And when the smoke clears, I'll be sitting tall on my Bronco. I say quick with the spiritual armor, that means I'm ready for drama. This word cut like a thumb. And they keep it campaigning, I ain't talking Obama. If you don't get my lotus on it, then leave you a gun. No weapon shall prosper, not even you and your mama. Your whole squad will get squashed, and I ain't even a former man, I'm the chief. I catch you running back to your mama, I make you kiss these spears, now you think you Madonna. I stand firm with this brother truth, I ain't scared of you. Stand down, what you better do. Righteousness engraved on my breastplate. Should've fake your arrows, couldn't hit me on your best day. Then I'm putting on my helmet of salvation. I'm taking all the shots, but all my enemies are wasted. Any last words? I ain't trying to hear it. It's off with their head with the sword of the spirit. Savage. Everybody wanna be a cowboy, grab their gun boy till they get shot. Now they gun boy have their mama crying. He was just such a young boy. Stay fighting our swag like a heathen. Now here we consider that treason. Gotta go home, we the reason. They don't want it with the last of Mohegan. Big dog, head honcho. When I say let's go, boy, I ain't playing around, I mean pronto. Right now, I'm the chief. Big dog, head honcho. And when the smoke clears, I'll be sitting tall on my Bronco. Turn up, can I get a war cry? Woo! Woo!
Yeah! Shaudy P
in the building. That's right.
Why Shaudy P ain't in the building? Supposed to be in the shot.
Shaudy P, come back.
Oh my bad.
That's right. Shaudy P just performed. He just performed the Chief up in this thing. Thank you so much. What? Thank you for coming through, man, rolling through with us, man, and hanging out with us, performing. If people want to reach out to you, bro, how can they do so?
You already know it's the low. Oh, shoot, my bad. I'm about to say low. It's the slogan. ITZSHAUDYP. Baby! ITZSHAUDYP. Don't forget to add the baby, or else she ain't gonna find me.
Well, guys, thank y'all so much for joining us on today's episode of KARLTON Says Live. That's it for us, y'all. On the hour tip, we are moving back to 30 minutes starting next week. You can catch us on the CW Augusta on from 1:30 to 2 o'clock. Go online to find out what channels those are. DirecTV, I'm sorry you don't have it, so you got to go to your friend's house on Comcast or Nology/Wow. So, yeah, but you can still watch us online at KARLTONSaysLive.com. We are still going to be streaming live at Fridays at 1:30. So catch us on TV, catch us on the web, catch us all day, catch us on Facebook. Hit us up. KARLTON Says. It has not changed yet to KARLTON Says Live. I'm working on that still. KARLTON Says on Facebook. Hit us up. We love to hear from you. And yeah, again, remember, we're going to be talking about Los Angeles for the next few weeks. So
big shout out to Los Angeles for, you know, showing us love.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, just mad love to.
It was awesome.
I mean, it was too much for me. Didn't want to come on.
Big shout out to Michael Jogway of the LA Web Fest. And thank you for hosting another great year at LA Web Fest. We had a blast, and we'll see you next year. So speaking of, we'll see y'all next week. KARLTON Says Live, Fridays, 1:30. Shaudy P, baby, Tamika, Terrence, DJ M, Carl T. Clay. We in the building. See y'all later. Bye.